Hi everyone, today we are going to learn how to multiply a binomial with a trinomial. So for example 1, here we have x plus 3 times x squared plus 2x plus 1. So we have our binomial multiplying with our trinomial. So for these types of problems, we definitely recommend that you use the box method. So here, since I have 2 terms times 3 terms, I need to set up a box that is 2 by 3. 2 rows, 3 columns, or you can do 2 columns and 3 rows if you prefer. So I'm going to put my binomial down the side, so x and positive 3, and then I'm going to put my trinomial along the top. X squared, positive 2x, and positive 1. So in this first box, I'm multiplying x squared and x. So remember, x squared means x times x, and then I have times another x, so that gives me x cubed. In this box, I have 2x times x. Well, we know that that should be 2x squared. X times x is always x squared. And in our last box, we have x times 1, which is just x. Let's move down here. We have 3 times x squared, which is 3x squared. Here we have 3 times 2 times x, which is 6x. And in the last one, we have 3 times 1, which is 3. So we could list out the terms that we got in our box as part of our answer. But you might notice that there are some terms that are the same and need to be combined. So either you can list them out and then combine from here, or what I like to do is I like to circle the terms that can be combined in my boxes. So you can see that they're nice diagonal terms. So first thing to notice is that x cubed is the only x cubed term, so that's going to stay the same. Here for my x squared terms, I have 3 here and 2 here, so that gives me 5 total. For my x terms, I have 6 here, 1 here, which leaves me with positive 7x plus 3. Now that's the same exact thing you would get if you just combine like terms from this expression. If I combine 2x squared and 3x squared, you get 5x squared. 1x plus 6x is 7x, and these terms remain the same. So this is our final answer. So you can see, remember, we multiply to fill in our boxes, and then when we combine like terms, that's when we are adding. Okay, let's try one more together. Here we have x minus 2 times x squared plus 4x minus 3. So let's set up another 2 by 3 box. Here's the other way you could set it up. So it really doesn't matter which way you draw it. So whichever one feels more natural to you is how you can draw it. So my 2 spaces is going to go with my binomial. So we have x and negative 2. And my 3 spaces is going to go with my trinomial. So we have x squared, positive 4x, and negative 3. So in this box, I have x squared times x, which is x cubed. Remember, another way we learned to multiply terms with binomials is to add the exponents. 2 plus 1 is 3. In this box, we have x squared times negative 2, which is negative 2x squared. In this box, we have 4 times x, which is 4x squared. Here, we have 4x times negative 2, which is negative 8x. Here, negative 3 times x is negative 3x. And be careful with this one. Negative 3 times negative 2 becomes positive 6. I want to remind you guys that multiplying it by a negative changes the sign. So it started negative, but when I multiplied it by another negative, it changed to positive. So these 6 terms are part of my answer, but again, you might notice that some of these terms can be combined. So I'm definitely going to want to combine my x squared terms and my x terms here. Now, first you might notice that x cubed is the only x cubed term, so this one stays the same. Now let's work on our x squared terms and see how many we have. We have 4 here, and I take away 2 here. 4 minus 2 is positive 2, so plus 2x squared. Now we're going to combine our x terms. So when we're adding with 2 negatives, maybe think of it like this. I have 8 negatives, I have 3 negatives, I have 11 negatives total. So notice that my answer is negative. Adding 2 negatives does not become positive. That only works with multiplication. So I have 3 negatives, I have 8 negatives, I have 11 negatives total. We're just combining how many we have. And then our constant is positive 6. So this is our final answer. So we multiplied to fill in the boxes, and then we add or subtract when we're combining like terms. Okay, I have one example for you to try. So please pause the video and see if you can multiply x plus 1 times x squared minus 6x plus 5. Okay, let's check our work here. Our final answer should be x cubed minus 5x squared minus x plus 5. So if you didn't get this answer, first check the terms inside your box. Try to notice where you're making your mistakes. So are you having trouble multiplying? So if you don't have x cubed, negative 6x squared, positive 5x, then you're having trouble multiplying the terms. Or maybe are you having trouble combining like terms? For instance, when you combine negative 6 and positive 1, that gives us negative 5. So if you're having trouble combining like terms, it means we need a little more practice adding and subtracting with negatives. And then check this term as well. If I have negative 6 and positive 5, I have more negatives. That's why this is a minus. And I have one more negative. So my answer is negative 1x, which we just write as negative x. Okay, that's the last example for this video. So thank you so much for watching.